Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to React Psychopaths. Tonight we are on Psychopath Synergy System Case 1. The first of the 3 triple threat. I accidentally just started it, but I paused it, so it's okay. Last time we watched the movie was really interesting because, like, we'd only been seeing, like, episodes before, right, with Season 1, Season 2, so it was the first time that it was, like, bigger budget, better animation, that kind of thing, and, like, its own segment. And so this is like a triple threat. I think each one of the Sinners of the Case is an hour each, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, it's kind of nice. An hour is a good amount of time because it's long enough for you to like really like juice with it, right? But it's not so long that you're dying by the end of it. Because like low key at the end of the 2 hours, like homeboy's brain is fried. I mean, like for real. And it's also like slightly long enough that I feel okay like taking a sip of the drink, you know? Like 20 minutes, I don't need to drink every like 10 minutes. Every 30 or 40 minutes, I can take a little sippy, you know? So that's nice. Last time though, movie, I don't know how much it's gonna matter, but we saw Kogami, freaking SWAT team Kogami off in the, like, army, insurgency, militia, freaking doing his thing, which is hilarious. Akane pulled up, they had a nice little reunion. There were some mercenaries, they were kind of cool, but they're not really important anymore. They were just kind of one-off antagonists. The kind of takeaway is that the rest of the world sucks, other than Japan. And Japan has its own problems because it's got the whole Sibyl system, right? And this was Sibyl's, like, test run to, like, shoot a little, like, probe of its hive mind out. So, who even knows what's gonna happen? This could be anywhere in the entire continuity. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend I don't know nothing about it. So, honestly, let's just get it going, boy. Let's get it going. Also, if you're a Psychopaths only, you can tell that I am in a new location. Kind of cool. I don't even have much to say about it other than that it's obviously happened, and so I feel like I should say it. Alright, let's get the movie going. Enough about me. Ouch. Enough about me. Go! Also, you saw me drinking the sparkling ice black cherry flavored sparkling water. It says 0 sugar, but honestly, like, it tastes so sweet. So, like, what does that mean? What's making me feel like it's sweet? Ooh, Fuji Animation Studio. Very nice intro, Mr. Fuji. Mr. and Mrs. Fuji. Let me turn it up for myself. IG Production. A classical. Tokyo, Feb 2117. 2117, I don't know what that means. You know? Like, where's that in relation? Also, can I turn it up? Is this max volume? It kind of is. Okay, look, we got the girls. Or at least that's Yayoi and Mika. So, it's not like we just jumped 20 years or 100 years or whatever. Dang, they're kind of quiet. I'm turning it up even more for myself. Dude, I don't even know what's going... This is weird. We're just jumping into something. Bro, that's a problem with you, Mika. All she said, there's no room for pity. Like, she feels like Judge Dredd, but she's built like... I don't know. Something not built well. Like a steak, dude. I don't know, man. Oh, good move, good move. Did you just get past your barricade that easily? Hello? Good job, Gino. Unthankful. Are you even trying to make yourself look likable, Mika? Okay, at least it just kind of skidded. Who is it? Schoolgirl? Oh, she's freaking out. Okay, at least she's not it says target execution. Is she really about to get... Mika. What is that? A cube. It's a cube! Ooh, data. Electronic data. Takaya or Take Ya? Is that a name or is that a statement? I think it's a name. First time I've related with Mika the entire series. Okay, it's just getting into it. Alright. Sinners of the System, 1 of 3. Bro, so it's like, I don't know if this is a movie or if this is a TV show, you know? With like an hour, it feels like it's kind of both. So I'd be curious if this, like, where this appeared. Ow! Chill with the flashbang. What is this? LSD? LSD? Who is that? I don't know how I feel about this intro. This is doing something to me right now. I'm not gonna lie. What's up, my boy Hina? Hina. They reused that shot of Hina. I know they reused that because I've used that shot as a thumbnail before. And it's like Akane. Okay, at least Akane's in the intro. It sounds like they're like revamping one of the OPs we ever seen. What is that like? The search for Atlantis. Okay, the music's kind of sick, I guess. Also, a lot of Gino. Maybe we're gonna get some Gino love. He even knows. Okay, that wouldn't. I'm lost already. How am I already lost? It's because, bro, I just took the worst nap I've ever taken in my entire life. I wake up and I decide, you know what? Let's watch Psychopaths. Memory Cube. Bro, I should name the episode Memory Cube. I don't know. I'm probably gonna forget too. What's good, Akane? Glad you're in the movie. Of course it's your day off and she's coming in because she's a thug like that. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad I'm watching a show with someone that I like. Okay, she's not dead. Pog. Yasaka. A counseling psychologist. Did someone corrupt her? Okay, I got it. That was an odd statement to make, but whatever. What's the drug problem like in Japan right now? She doesn't even know. Fentanyl. It's not the kind you'd find in circulation. I don't even know. What does fentanyl even do to the body? I'm gonna look that up after this. What do you want? But why? The problem is, like, multiple times we've seen this body, like, the person in it just be the worst. So even... What agreement? Sorry, I got... The show cut me off. Dude, I'm turning it up more. Why is it so quiet? Okay, some weird, like, red tape kind of thing. That's weird that not even the Public Safety Bureau, or Beru, or I don't know how to pronounce that, Bro, Akane just looks tired. Look at her. She's just so tired of having to deal with the entire system just falling apart and her being the only one that is capable of fixing anything. Like, look at her eyes. She's literally ordered, like, we're letting the criminal go back to whence they came. What, you're not capable, Mika? She even knows. She even knows. Shut your mouth. Who is this? Look at the elevator. Okay, why is that guy important to the story? Is he important to the plot, or did they just freaking red herring me with one guy in an elevator? The elevator had, like, their stupid little, like, boy and girl police holograms. Like, look at them, they're just chilling in the back. What does that mean? Oh, Akane's handing the case over to Mika. But, Mika, what are you posing? I'm not your mirror. Why are you posing? Gino's hair is so long. Oh, it just shortened? It went from like upper back length to like bottom of the neck length in just that one shot change. Oh wait, was that Mika's hair? Whose hair was that? Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the chat. And by chat I mean the lyrics, and by lyrics I mean the subs. Okay, at least Gino's on the case, so like we're not just fully relying on Mika. Bro, this show does something to me. It puts me in such a good mood though. Like a lot of shows, like once I like have characters that I care about, you know, then I start to like juice. Then it starts to like, because like at least I know that if I see a frame with Mika in it, I can make fun of her. Right? It's simple. It's normal. It's psychopaths. What is that? As part of their... Bro, that's just slave labor. Oh, this is the Atlantis people. You're a latent criminal? Oh, sounds like prison labor. Hypnosis? What is that supposed to mean? Wait, was that Yayoi saying that? I take it back. Oh, it was Yayoi's hair. That was super long. I'm so dumb. She knows. Hypnosis. She doesn't want to go back. That's what the drugs that were in her system came from this place. She was trying to escape because she was scared because this place is doing horrific things to the people inside to get results to... Wow, that's crazy. And Akane is not even on the case because Akane is so good at her job that they're not letting her do her job anymore. Imagine being that. Could you even imagine? I can't. Who are these four Why is that guy posing like that? Who is that guy on the right? Naming it Sanctuary and having the religious thing as an odd angle. Oh my gosh, that guy. Why does he look like that? He's like hunched back. I don't know. I shouldn't make fun of him. He's trying his best, but like... Mika, you're gonna lead with that? Look at that man! He looks like, he looks like a Melody from Hunter x Hunter. Oh, she hates it. Oh, Gino. Why is this guy like off-brand Jesus? Gino's on brand, Gino. Per usual. Look at him stepping in the way. Dude, they are doing that guy on the left so dirty. He can't pretend. Okay, Mika. Good move, Mika. This is for y'all's safety to have our enforcer on the case. And they say, hey, okay. Past our troll guardian. Holy crap, that guy. He hasn't even said a word yet. His pose. Okay. Or maybe like off-brand Keanu Reeves? Integrity supervisor. Okay, so he's the one that's cracking the whip. That's crazy. They gave context at the top. You probably didn't see it because it was super... I have it faded up there. But it said like what that was referencing, Gino's reference there. And I looked up and then missed what he was saying at the bottom. Bro, I only have one pair of eyes. What's that supposed to mean? Well, this cute puppy's about to take a bite out of your neck. Come on, Gino. Nah, he has to play nice. He can't let himself spiral because he's being provoked, right? Bro, if that guy tried to provoke me, okay, what's up with? Ooh, I almost insulted her based on her weight. I'm sorry. Oh, they have their own society. They're like mining. They're like bees. Yeah, they're like super maked up, caked up lady. I only said caked up because it rhymed with makeup, okay? It's nothing about anything. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm too busy looking at them and judging them to read the messages. I can't miss the themes. Smart. See, like, what might have caused her to spiral. Hey, problem. We got the girl right behind him. No one's gonna speak truthfully when you get... Sorry, what is this happening? It's because they got the girl right behind them. They can't answer when they got the... See? They're being restrained. Yeah, we got a schedule to follow, miss? Mika, what is up with your facial expressions? Who animated that? Can I have a talk with them? Did I just have a little chat? What is that? Do you see that? Escalator OP. Oh, that was a cute walk, Mika. Okay, Mika, you get 1 protagonist point for that really cute walk. Why? Why not? What if those people are on drones? And they're actually turning the latent criminals into the ore. No, those are probably the criminals. Man, like... Yeah, it's like... Why? There's obviously something wrong. That's a casual way to say that. Wait, I'm getting distracted by what she's talking about. Yeah, I was about to say... Mika, we're on the same side. Don't punch me. Don't punch me, Mika. Please don't punch me. Oh, Akane's on the case remotely. What does that mean? What? Okay, if a branch of the government, which I'm assuming this thing is, because they compared it to the borough, which I see as like a branch of the government, more or less. Takeda, Yasaka, I don't even know what those words mean. Which one's Sho? Is that Hina? Too many names, man. Ooh, I like his mun chops. Okay, so they're going over some of the people that they talked about. This isn't anything crazy. But if one of the branches of government is doing something really suspicious, which it looks like they are, then like what's the hope? Because like if the government is doing war crimes, like that's not good. I don't know, man. That just made me think like, well, governments do war crimes like on a, you know, it happens. It happens sometimes. Of course, all the data's been reset because they can't make it easy. Okay. So tracking down the person that was connected to the girl. Maybe the one that got her the car, if I'm following correctly, but that's a little bit of a step that I don't know if they made that step. I think that's Hina. Yes! Hey, send it in, baby. Drugs. Exactly. Look, Sanctuary's getting special drugs that's messing people up. The one that she was on. Look at Hina, literally carrying the team. I thought they're FaceTiming on the watch. Yayoi was detained for aiding a latent criminal's escape. Yayoi! What are you talking about? Why are you throwing hands already? She says step off. Oh, was she like here previously? Bro, Mika's like doing public training speaking. Why can't you? What gives you the... Okay, so these people have more authority than... That's the crazy thing, is that they have all this authority and they're doing things that are so bad, right? We don't even know anything they're doing bad, but obviously they're doing something bad. Unless, what if they weren't doing anything bad and it's just to make us feel paranoid? That'd be crazy. Mika is finished. She is so heartless. She just says, I'm gonna go find her, I'm gonna go kill her. Let's go, Juno. I mean, she's doing her job, I guess. Instead of just sitting around like they want her to, so it's like gonna be a measure of who finds her first. That was a good call. Wait. Then who ordered it? That's a good point. So what's going on? So if the... Okay, so we have the administrators, a third party that has the power to bring the person back. And... Was that Yayoi saying that? Okay. 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 Okay, Yayoi. Okay. Roll out. Team Yayoi. Well, Team Yayoi's in prison. Team... I almost said Team Mika. I guess it's Team Mika. Why do they have a... The guy has a warhammer. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're gonna bash their skull in? That's not how the justice system works. What are they gonna point their hammer at you and say, your psychopath is clouded. Bang! Holy crap. Dude, that's literally what they're planning. They're gonna Ganondorf forward smash you with it. Like, chill out. Is this case 1, case 2, and case 3? Are we gonna get the conclusion of this case, or is this a 3-parter? Okay, so she got away, right? And they think Yayoi helped her get away. Like now, not like back in time. Are they gonna replay her audio? No, wait. I thought they were gonna replay her audio and be like, look at all the cute clues you missed. Nope. What do you mean, Mika? You're coming with me. Freaking Mika, dude. This is really the time where she gets to prove herself, though, because she's not tied to Akane right now. She is in a... She... Oh, what is going on? Why is there a child? What, a niece? Or a nephew? The child of a latent criminal? Yeah, because you're intermingling all these latent criminals. Of course there's going to be some babies. What is she, telepathic? Oh, okay. So that counselor was not a latent criminal, right? Child gets born, latent criminals aren't allowed to carry children. So she got put in, the kid got put in her care. She became a latent criminal for reasons we don't know yet. Data cube. And she is messed up. She can't even form, like, correct sentences. Bro. What do you mean, locked? Whoa. What does that mean? Is that the scanner? Like, of how good his pass is doing? Why are they gearing these people up with hammers and spears, dude? What is a spear gonna do when you're mining? You can't mine with a spear. Why do they have these? They're literally meant to slay monsters, dude. They're about to slay them. She's about to give him some. What's going on? What's this in this flap? She just took something from the flap. What is that, drugs? I think she took drugs. Red vial equal drugs. She's got it on her. This guy. The first line he says is, "Good job, Mika-san." What? What if they got heated tips? Stop throwing your water bottles. Why are they throwing their water bottles? Oh, good job, Gino, with the child. What do you mean you can't? You can't just murder them. This isn't your jurisdiction. What do you mean 99? I thought this was a latent criminal. I thought that was a latent criminal. Oh, I thought latent criminals could get one shot. What do you mean? They've all been healed so much that they're below their paralyzation, and she's about to use her freaking. Oh, it's a flare. Oh, smoke bomb. She grabbed a smoke bomb. She had another one. Get played. Like, you can't have government agents getting each other's way like this, pulling off with a bunch of latent criminals with spears. Like, if you don't kill Mika, Mika's gonna go back and be like, "What is this? What is happening to my audio, dude? My audio is a freaking." Okay, they got her. On purpose? What do you mean? That obvious wasn't on purpose. Don't lift me by my ponytail. This guy. I guess an ex-enforcer like me, that is. What'd you just inject into my girl Yayoi? Who is this? Okay, this is the drug doctor. She's the druggie. She's also triple caked up. Is that my Discord ping? Dude, I don't think that was Discord. This guy's ex-enforcer, like, security team, which explains why he's being mean to enforcers, because he doesn't respect them. Oh my goodness, I'm so sniffy. Okay. So it's basically just chaos. Good response, Akane. If the likelihood is sincere, I believe we shouldn't investigate. All she does is play the chief based on the rules the chief has set out. She says, "Hey, you want to go against your duty? Think about it." She's literally like tying together like bows and like flowers out of the red tape that she's having to go through, you know? And now we have friggin' Mika and and druggy girl running through this like latent criminal city in the sewer system. What an odd position to be in. But what is going on? What's up with the kid too? The kid was acting weird. Couldn't protect. I think the mom, right? Momoko's the mom, so got to protect the kid. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, okay. So Takeya is the child. Yeah. Because that was the name she was chanting over and over. Oh, Mika humanity. I feel like she's about to give her a kiss on the forehead. Mika, give some love. Oh, what are you buying for your kid? A smart drink? A smart drink? Smart drink. That'd be crazy. Soft drink? Orange. They got into Yayoi. Can you believe these two like different agencies that I think are both governmental in some manner? Because at least the one can pull strings and impact the bro, right? Are like hacking each other and like pulling spears on each other. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, a Colo bar. Bro. Wait, Gino got hit! Oh, okay, it's just his side. The blood splatter on the kid's head freaked me out. You can't just pull a spear on our boy Gino. That can't be allowed to... under what authority can he do this? Oh, good luck beating Gino. Yeah, Robo-Arm. Oh, he caught it? I don't know. It's like superheated too or something. Maybe it's superheated, getting cauterized. Wow, let's go, Gino. Slam! Yeah, get out of here. I'm sick of you. Put a stick in him. Or just punch him in the jaw. He's tied up. Don't tie him to the spear, though. You can't put the spear on the other side of the room. Oh, but then he could try to use the spear to cut the ropes. Throw the spear out the window. Aw. Gino's a father now. Just like his father was to him. Whoa, we never got to see his arm this much. Oh, he's got a glove. Oh, did you split the cocoa bar? Hey, thanks, little man. But, like, this guy's gonna get arrested, right? Because I'm a real one. Look, he insta-responded. Like, this government with freaking the troll guy with the spears. Oh, poor kid blames himself for the ant going crazy. Like, what? Why can they do that? Why are they throwing a spear at my boy Gino? If they hit him in the back of the head and then just killed him, like, they can't just do that. They don't have the authority to do that, I thought. I thought that was the inspector's deal. To, like, read the crime coefficient or whatever. The speaker's not reading a crime coefficient. He's just literally stabbing people. And do they have... So, are they allowed to do that within their zone? Why do they have that much political influence if they're that crazy? Like, who's checking them? Oh, is he relating? He's relating to, Oh, he's talking about Kogami. I think. I thought he was talking about his paw for a second, because I was too busy ranting. I believe in you, Gino. I won't let anyone have to live with regrets anymore. Okay. Post character art Gino. Ponytail Gino. Greater than or equal to. Memory cube. The Tesseract. Oh, that's... Full brain capacity. Oh, she tried to whistleblow. Oh, the mom figured out the secret. What's the secret? What's happening with the mining? Oh, shoot. Yeah, the people in the suits that were trying to kill the people were, okay. Special drugs and hypnotherapy. Oh, that's why they're able to get riled up so much. Well, okay. That's bad. So that's why they were able to, like, murder, or, like, be willing to ice a fool, but their psychopaths was still, like, at, like, 98. So it's like they don't think they're doing anything wrong, because it's like now they're in a group thing. Anti-foreign, interesting. So is that the secret, or is there some other horrible thing we're about to see? Oh, okay, so there's some other horrible thing. Underground. Grunderground. Okay, I mean, Sibyl already is the brain in the jar situation, so like, who even knows what this is gonna be, right? Oh, she's been doubling. Shoot, look at my boy Hina in the back. She's been double dosing, that's why she's so cracked. Oh wait, it's being sent to Akane. Dub. By who though? Who's this third party? Because there's somebody with like the political connections, and then there's somebody who did a little bit of a kidnapping. I kind of got to sneeze. What is going on with my sinuses, man? Ooh. What is this? Bro, what if it was the guy from the elevator? Is he comparing the latent criminals to ants because they're so stuck in groupthink that they're basically ant drones? I made a bee analogy earlier. Wow, that's crazy. That guy's unconscious. Takeda, maybe? Or like the dude. I forgot the dude's name. I think it's Takeda. Okay. Hello? Is this the underground? Are they just walking down there? Yeah. Okay. I guess they're just going down there. Isn't this like the worst idea you could have? Because this is what they're going to be defending? The PSBCID's ace, Mika? You did not just say that, Mika. This is about your pride. They're hiding them in a toilet stall. Bro, if they get found out, they're so screwed, though. They can't just walk into, like, we figured out there's a government secret. Time to walk over to it while they're on high alert because they know we're in the area. You don't need to know the secret. You got probable cause now, right? Call your girl Akane and say, bring in the hound dogs. We're about to full send it. I guess unless they just want to get there before they have the chance to, like, destroy the evidence. Is Mika soloing this? The tackle! It's dangerous, though. If that guy was faster, he would have just turned the spear, Gino stabbed, it's over. Who is that ultra robot mech suit? This isn't your jurisdiction. Hey, that guy's got 2 different colored eyes. I wonder why. No need to push yourself. What does that mean? They're all AI. Think about it. He doesn't want to burn out her processing unit. Sushi-chaji-san. I'm gonna be real sick. Puppy hunting. Gino, watch out. What are they doing to my girl Yayoi? She's got a heart tattoo. Oh no, bad touch. Yo, let's go Yayoi. One shot. Did you see it like bounce like jello? You didn't screw up by getting caught. They literally, like, of course you're gonna get caught. You're hacking from within their prison cell. Okay, I guess I don't go down here. They don't have guards at their secret. I guess it's difficult to guard something because then the guards will be exposed to the secret, depending on the secret. I thought that was in real life. I'm so immersed that I thought there was a real earthquake. Rads, that's why it's not guarded. You're in a bad spot. I don't know if this suit is rad lined. Shoot, I was not expecting radiation to be part of this. Oh, they found a car. Is he dead? There's no way it's suicide. Got the government prize for journalism. Is that the elevator guy? It had to have been. I think it was. And he tried to see the chief. I was right! I'm the best. I'm so good at this. Bro, the elevator guy ended up being important. He's the main villain. How does he do it? How does he do it? Every time. Because why else would the elevator guy exist, right? Like, they're not gonna just have the guy come out of the elevator unless he's relevant to the plot. So, I mean, it's obvious, right? But that's funny. Elevator guy. I don't even care what his name is. He's elevator guy to me. I'm taking a sip of the drink. We're actually getting pretty close. It looked like we were, what, 20 minutes away? Don't be tallying up the rads. Is that suit rad lined? That's crazy. Uh-oh. On whose authority? Oh, that's bad. What kind of secret is radiation? That they're being exposed to rats? They're killing them all. Okay, so I guess it is a red suit. Wait, what if they did it to Mika's suit? She remote overrided it? That would be something. She should, honestly. Kill Mika. Okay, so they're moving around radiation, but by doing so, he's getting them killed. Because they're free labor. Bro. Oh, they want her alive. They want Mika alive. Okay, well, at least we know the secret that... I mean, it's just some radiation. But, like, I almost said, why not do drones? But... super high radiation can screw with, like, computers and stuff. Unlucky, though. The super mech suit that was in the background. I'll keep him occupied. Gino, what do you mean? You can't fight a Titanfall mech. You can't fight a Titanfall mech. What, you're gonna outrun him? Gino, what's your plan with your little twig? That guy's got a chainsaw. That guy's literally a mech with a chainsaw. Good move. Man, he's acrobatic. Oh, off the edge. You have to go off the edge. Oh, big punch. Oh, punted. No, Gino. The metal arm. He's doing a... Dude, he did a Winter Soldier. Uh-oh. Oh, that was sick. He absorbed the entire shock into that arm. Wait, that was actually sick. I thought he was gonna just write it down, but he let go and then fractured the arm. Okay, that's a move. Bro, you used to be one of me. What do you mean? You're an ex-enforcer. What are you talking about? Trash will always be trash, but this guy used to be trash. Excuse me? Talk about hypocrisy. Oh, Gino, no. Bro, they did not just do my boy. He's using him to push a helicopter. That's just mean. He's not going to squish him in the grip. He's not going to slam him against the concrete. He's going to use him to push something else. And Gino's pulling out the Apple Watch mid-push. Remote override? Yeah, you boy. What? He played him. He just lassoed him with his own broken arm. Easy. Easy. You know what's really weird about this entire 1 hour thing? There's like no music. Or there's a little bit, but like it's so silent all the time. Like it's just them slamming around right now. Kind of crazy that they're doing that. They did that at the beginning too. Oh, she's activating Operation Lynching. They're using as their scapegoat to put a ton of psychopaths clearing or whatever. Yup, to get them hype. How does the chief feel about this? Pull up a video recording of them executing one of the inspectors. How does the chief feel about this? Like, who gave Sanctuary all this power? I guess maybe the chief did to, like, I don't know. Like, experimental ways to better society. Is she gonna try to flip it on them with a speech? She's trying to flip it. Good luck. Bro, this is why you always gag your sacrifice. No one wants to sacrifice someone that's screaming. Just sacrifice someone that's like crying. You know? Okay, Mika. You're useless. You're just a figurehead. Backhand! Okay, Mika! Bro, I took CQC. Fight me. You don't need to know. Okay, dude. Kill her. She did not just judo flip him down the stairs. This guy sucks. I hate that guy. Who's that person standing there, though? What, I feel like she's... But I feel like Mika's about to get murdered. I'm scared. Why am I scared? There was the figure standing over that guy when he fell. She recorded it. And they hacked into the thing. Okay. Yeah, that's a good reason for them turning on her. A good enough reason. Originally I was thinking like, what's she gonna say that can ever do anything in this situation? But they caught her in 4K and just blasted her up on the TV. That's why Mika said that. To make herself look even better. Mika, you little snake! I don't even know how much she cares. I mean, that could have been just her playing the system. It was a deep fake. It was a deep fake. It's a fake video. He's got. She literally said it was a deep fake. Oh, look, the child. Wait. What? Okay, I was about to say, in her stooges. Isn't that radiation? I guess it's, like, not that bad compared to that area. Why do they care about radioactive waste, though? Is that part of the drugs? I don't know, man. Oh, they blocked comms. Interesting. She's tripping. Bro, she just wants to be important. Oh. Anger bracelet. Their life and death is not your or my... Oh, I was about to say it is... Nah, it's Sibyl. Oh, 421. Dang, they updated the graphics on the UI. She's about a one-capper. No, not in there. Oh, that's gonna be so gross. Oh, good job. Shield the kid. Oh. She hit the button in time. You have the audacity to say that, Mika? Do you know what the one arm? Oh, good move. The punch into the knee slam. Oh, good kick though. Oof. I'm a little busy. Ugh. Oh, comms because you couldn't use Dominator without the comms. I see. Busy to be able to contact Sibyl. What does that mean? What? What do you mean? You're gonna leave? What's your plan? Whoa. Dude, Gina just literally just took those hits and didn't even move and said, don't care. Oh! Don't try to hit him with the gun. Shoot the gun. Pull the trigger. Just go. Bring, 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 bring. Hip fire. Yeah, you're feeling that one. Headbutt. Choke out. You can't choke them back. You only got one arm. Unless you got grip strength out the waz. Ooh. Glass. And by glass, I mean ice. Or maybe glass, actually. Because there's that stuff underneath, it looks like. Bro, point the gun at him. That'd be a move. Yeah. Man, Gino is way better at fighting than I give him credit for. Ooh. He chooses to let go. He wants his death to be off screen so that he has the chance to come back. Consider it. That was a smart move on his part. Gino, don't fall forward. Oh, Kogami. Hallucination Kogami. Yayoi. That was sweet. That was sweet. Gino cares about a lot about Kokami. Kind of the speech he was telling the kid too. The thought pollution. Wait, why are they going after that? Oh, I guess they're just so loony. Bro, isn't like Sibyl like just figured out how to do the group thing? The group measurement because of everything in season 2? So like, who's to say that's not about to happen? Oh, they laced the entire city with like antipsychotics. Oh, he's at the bottom. He's all bruised. He might still be alive though. Oh yeah, I forgot that Gino did that. He needed to. Oh shoot, I forgot that. It'll be fine. New heli's on the way. Akane's on the case. Akane's on the case. There we go. The squad. Hey, my boy Hino. Hina. Not Hino. Hina. Oh, they're above 100 now? I guess whenever they go over their limit, that's when the bracelet went red. That would make sense. Bro, I can't believe... Showing a little... There we go, Mika. Oh, yeah. They're just under somebody else's orders that has the political swinging to, like, slap Bro in the face. Okay, so that's gonna be the reason that there's more than this one. Oh, my goodness. It's the elevator man. He's the main villain. The interview. Bro, she loves pulling the Glock on people. The big zero. What, did he just turn himself off? Sibyl? Sibyl? Bro. Wait, what? I don't... He's the elevator guy, right? Why would Sibyl schedule a meeting with Sibyl? That you messed up your radiation put away? They don't want the radiation to fall into, like, I don't know. You just called the truth inconvenient? Okay, dude. I can't believe they gave Sibyl a man body. Oh, she wants to protect the kid and the aunt. Aw. Dang. Mika is such a good lapdog for Sibyl. Hunting dog? She's the hunting dog. Give him a kiss. She gonna slap Sibyl? She just slaps him. I don't understand this woman. Nice Coke can. Good move. Bro, I'm confused. Bro, I'm drinking at the same time he is. Aww. Aww. Oh, is she getting mentally repaired? She even threw in that was a complete sentence. That's her first complete sentence. Good on you, whatever your name is. Yasaka. Oh, the child. Oh, she's so touched. She loves the child. Now he's in an actual... Why wasn't he in an actual orphanage in the first place, dude? We just ship him off to the orphanage. Because it's our job. Oh, a snowman! He made 2 little snowmen. Mika, don't you ever dare call yourself a champion of... Okay, she winked. She gets it. Fine. You get the pass. Bro, my left nostril is bothering me. What is up with this horror music? Oh, the drop? It's just chaotic, man. It's just scary. Let the credits roll. Gotta give respect to them. Our boys at Studio CL. It's all in Japanese. I'm skipping it. Gotta make sure there's nothing. Dude, it's weird. It's literally them redoing, like... What is that? One of the EDs or one of the OPs? But, like, they put it through, like, a washing machine. Okay, I'm going back, because I need to figure out what they were talking about. Okay. So, the elevator is Sibyl's system. He says, what was this you found in the special zone? Right. High level radioactive waste. So they didn't know. Okay, so Sibyl didn't know what was in there, but he knew what was supposed to be there. Okay. And this is elevator guy. Okay, I gotta go back to the beginning. Elevator, 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 elevator. What? Okay, so why would Sibyl meet with Sibyl? That doesn't make sense to... That's where I'm stuck. Look at this dude. Bro, he smiles when he sees... When he looked at Akane, he looked over at freaking Mika and smiled, bro. Or like, he's like holding his head. Maybe that was him like doing something like in the mind field. I don't know, dude. Like, why would... Okay, so we have... Sibyl has another body. Maybe it's like whenever they're in their body, they're like, right, they're not in communication with the whole unless they're like plugged in. So this could have been just another body of Sibyl like walking around. I mean, that makes some semblance of sense. But like, I don't know, man. That's just what's weird to me. Is that Elevator Man actually was important and then with Sibyl. But then, okay, so we still don't know who the freaking, the spooky figure is that actually made this all happen. Like the boss of the lady. We don't know her. Or him, or whatever the person. We don't know what this shadow person is. So, but they're not Elevator Man. That's separate. They're not Sibyl. It's not like Sibyl is playing the antagonist in their own thing. I don't think. I mean, some other thing. But the question is, why would Sibyl, as the public offers Barreau, let another organization push him around like that a little bit? Where in the beginning they like sent the women back to Sanctuary. Like, who's got the political influence to pull that if it's not anyone from Sanctuary? Like, who? And so I guess that's the question that we're going to see in the next two things. Huh. Weird. No comments either. The case study. What's it called? Sinners of the System. Sumi Tubatsu. Wow. Oh, let me just... No, okay, I don't need to read the freaking description. I just watched the movie. Okay. Weird. That was odd to me. Enjoyable. I mean, I like the Geno fight was pretty good. The, like, radiation stuff was kind of random, but I guess they were just mishandled radiation stuff from the past before Sibyl showed up. And then Sanctuary came around to fix that, but then kind of became perverted in its idea of what it was doing. And so it was just treating latent criminals as super disposable and, like, yada, 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 and using drugs and friggin' brainwashing to, like, make that all work. So that was kind of interesting. It's not like we haven't seen brainwashing before. That's literally like the bread and butter of like 3 antagonists at this point. And by 3 I mean 2, right? Just because what's his name? Kirito, you know, was doing that whole thing as well. A lot. So that's not unprecedented. But they were doing it differently, of course. They were doing the whole groupthink idea. I was expecting them to pull, as soon as they start the word groupthink, I didn't say this out loud, I probably should have, was that, I mean, the thing from season 2 is that now they can judge groups and, like, clusters or whatever of society, because they had to judge Sibyl. And so I was expecting them to pull that in because they were already talking about groups with the group of latent criminals. But it looks like they didn't, which is fine. I mean, they didn't really need to because Sibyl was disconnected. But like, so imagine this, you're Sibyl, right? You're chilling in your freaking like mind palace or your chair or whatever. And then you send some investigators out to go fix this thing that you know used to have some sort of radiation in it due to Elevator Man, who you are, right? And then communication blackout occurs and you can't talk to them anymore and like the Dominators don't work in that area. What are you thinking? Like how is this a good situation, right? Like, under whose authority did you let this happen? I feel like they should have the weight as being the public safety bureau to like swing around and make sure they don't get pushed around by some random group. But maybe there's some dude out there that's got a back door to the system, or some dude out there that has somehow got something on him, on Sibyl as a whole, to do these moves where he got the girl back to Sanctuary and all that. So I don't know. It's just interesting that Sibyl frequently finds itself like in bad situations. Like, you'd expect them to have the power to correct that. But I guess Sibyl doesn't care that much because the inspectors, like, who cares if Mika dies? I mean, it's like you're losing a good inspector, but at the same time, like, you don't want to put your own system at risk because you got these people to do it for you. So maybe there's something you can go there where it's like Sibyl would prefer that things go better, but the effort that it takes to ensure that is not worth the risk, like a risk-reward kind of thing. Interesting, though. Should be interesting to see what season 2, or not, freaking the next movie's about. I think these 3, and I'm just going to call them movies, they're 60 minutes, it's basically a movie. These 3 things are all going to be tied to this, like, shadow figure that's, like, controlling at least the first 2 and probably the first half of the third, and the second half of the third is going to be, like, unveiling that or whatever, like pulling the mask off Scooby-Doo. I should react to Scooby-Doo. Yo, I love Scooby-Doo. Yo, Scooby-Doo Into the Cyberverse. What a good movie. But yeah, that was enjoyable. I enjoyed that. That's what enjoyable means. The Geno fight was really good. The arm shattering was the best move in the entire hour. It was nice actually seeing Mika on the case more than Akane, because it's always been Akane, right? So it's nice to see somebody that like I understand what Mika's about, even if Mika's kind of the worst, but like her being like, we're the champions of justice, and like winking at the camera, dude, that's so funny. Like, dude, homegirl Mika's got like some ego in her, and I can respect the homegirl Mika ego. I can respect it. I'm with you on that one. Or like, she said something earlier that's like, you did not just, the hearts of the people or whatever. It's like, Mika, you did not just say that after you were just like, you're deemed the worst because you're just, you fell so short in like season 2 in a lot of ways, right? You kind of let homegirl Akane get almost destroyed by a freaking evil guy. I don't have my notes with me, so I don't remember his name. But, so like, it's seeing her say those things, it's like, dude, Mika, what are you on about? But, I mean, she's doing her job. She didn't throw at all. She did pretty good. She figured out the radiation thing. She one-shotted the dude. She judo flipped 2 people like back to back, and then put a cap in them in front of everyone. That takes some balls to do. So we gotta put some respect on Mika's name for that one. Did not expect to be saying that out loud. Really did not. Yeah, that was good. On to the next. On to episode 2, or not episode 2. Freaking case 2. But until case 2, that's all I got for you tonight. If you like the video, I usually don't ask, but I feel like I'm gonna start asking because me gusta attention. I crave attention. I'm an attention whore. So give me attention, give me love, and I will in turn grace you with content. That's the deal. That's the YouTube deal. Subscribe. Do it. Hit the bell. I don't know. DM everybody in your. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just ranting. That's all I got for you tonight. I'm out of here. Peace.